Got a whole do-rag up on under here. Talk about how Haymon sabotaged Errol, Spence, and Terence Crawford. What kind of made me think about this video, bro, on the real, Errol Spence was trending. I did a short on it. What was that? Wednesday, today, Thursday. Y'all might see this. I don't know. I ain't even gonna put a date. Cause shit tend to happen. Videos get pushed back. Sometimes I got videos sitting in the queue for like a week. You know what I'm saying? But I was seeing people complain about Errol Spence and Crawford ain't that good, and Crawford waited him out, and Crawford ain't make that nigga wait for shit. And they was still, Errol Spence fans still complaining, making this nigga trend. This nigga's done. Finito. Right? And I seen an article that said, well, Errol Spence said he'd be back in 2 weeks. No, back on Instagram in 2 weeks. This is why you gotta, if you got a YouTube platform, you write, you gotta have journalistic integrity, bro. You gotta research this shit. When you hear a story, you gotta go research and go and try to find the source. But nonetheless, it's warmer, but that nigga need to eat on around it. But yeah, you gotta go to the source. You feel what I'm saying? And come on, baby. Come on, you out here turning like driving Miss Daisy. But yeah, you gotta go to the source. But nonetheless, nobody talk about how Haymon sabotaged that fight. From ripping Terence Crawford, from, you know, having Derek James and them niggas talk about, oh, he got to get his numbers up. Nobody know who he is. You know, Bob Arum, saying he losing money on him. That was a form of sabotage on Bob's part of it. All the tearing down they did of it, talking about we ain't got money to give Crawford for his demands. He on the wrong side of the street. Bob won't give him to me and all that shit, but then proceeding to make fights with Bob Arum for Deontay Wilder. And he really sabotaged that fight. How do you sell a product after tearing it down? That's like the dude that sell that Flex and Seal shit. That's like him saying, this shit ain't shit, man. I use this at the crib and this shit don't even work. You know what I'm saying? I use this for my roof and this shit, the roof busted the next week. I sealed this bolt and I went right to the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then coming back talking about, oh, it's new and improved and we got the perfect formula. But I flexed it for seal. Now most people gonna be like, hell no. Most motherfuckers gonna be like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he did. They tore down Terence Crawford's name. They attacked his integrity to the point where they were like, you know what? The WBO belt don't even matter. We don't even count it. We're not even going to recognize it on our telecast. When Terence Crawford come into a fight, we'll show Gennady Golovkin at the Wilder Fury 1 fight. We'll show Jaime Munguia at the Wilder Fury 1 fight. When Terence Crawford came, no, we're not even going to acknowledge that he's here. We're not even going to acknowledge that he's here. You know what I'm saying? And when you want to eventually work with somebody, you at least give them at least the blue carpet treatment. Shit. You at least give them the blue carpet treatment. I'm going to look up the traffic before I went this way. Do I want to take a chance? I'm probably just take the long way. Yeah, I'm probably going to just take the long way to work. Because there ain't no way they done with no construction in a day. But what if they is done in a day? You about to fuck around and not find out. I'm going to follow my first mind. For real. But, yeah, I took the long way. But yeah, for real, bro. It's to the point where he sabotaged it. And then what a lot of people don't think about, they say, well, behind the scenes, the fight didn't make enough money to do a second fight. But then, out of all the dates, he go head up with UFC. And I don't even know who was fighting on UFC. Man, I watched the card because I watched the closed circuit. So they had, at Dave & Buster's, they had Crawford and Spence on the big screen. And then on the side TVs, they had the UFC and shit. And it's a nice crowd. Like I said, I sometimes I go to the movies and watch the fights they do at the movies. They ain't been doing them lately. UFC be dominating where I live at as far as movie theater fights. And it's a good experience. And real talk, I done ran into girls going to some of these fights. I was at, it was either Pacquiao Thurman. It was Pacquiao Thurman. I don't think it was Ortiz and Wilder too. I went to the movie to see that too. Pacquiao Thurman or Spencer Porter. It was a couple nice looking chicks up in there, bro. And I tell you this too, man. Like, the women like being where the guys gonna be at. Like, that's one of the dynamics that's changing. Because I feel like the WNBA, if women supported the WNBA, why do guys go to the club to get women, right? Everybody look at it that way. They let the women in free, make the guys pay to get in. You know what I'm saying? Women, guys, you know what I'm saying? The women come, but really, the WNBA can use that model as well too. If the women came to support, the dudes gonna come. Every boxing event I cover or I go to, the women are there looking for the guys. That's one of the weird dynamics that's changing. That's how I know when women talking about I'm single by choice, they fucking not. When I go to the Piston game, it's a bunch of women there. It's a bunch of women at the game. Listen to me, it's a bunch of them. It's a bunch of them. Real talk. They looking for dudes. But nonetheless. But he put on the fight the same day as Spence, as the UFC. He did that shit on purpose, bro. He did not want Spencer Crawford to go down. He wanted Errol Spence to fight Keith Thurman, then fight Terence Crawford, and that's what he promised people with their money, with them investors' money. And Errol Spence was like, no, I ain't doing that shit. I'm gonna fight Crawford. And Al Haymon, he probably colluded allegedly with Dana White to do that shit. And the promotion sucked for it. The 24, all access is garbage anyway. It'll never be 24/7. I don't care how many bullshit or Emmy award with Emmys they give all access. Don't care. You know. But it'll never be motherfucking 24/7. And he put that fight on the same day. He put that fight on the same day at the UFC. So he tore down Crawford's name. He drug out the negotiations where people no longer care no more. And then what else did he do? He put the fight on the same day as another UFC pay-per-view that outsold theirs by 50. He sabotaged that fight. And Al Haymon is like one of them spoiled, entitled, rotten kids, bro. That's what he is. He's a spoiled, rotten, entitled kid. That's exactly what he is. If he don't get his way, he gonna flip. He gonna turn the game off. Flip the Uno deck over. You know, that's what he gonna do. I hate people that get in front of you and then start going slow. That's what he did. He killed that fight so it wouldn't succeed because he wanted what he thought was best for him. And that's why that's why I stopped fucking with dogs, bro. Nigga don't care nothing about this boxing fans. He sabotaged that fight so it wouldn't be a rematch. And you an advisor. You should advise what's the best interest of the fighter. And that's one of the best interests of the company. And that's where a lot of people think he really violating the Muhammad Ali Act in a lot of people's opinion. Because he's not an advisor as far as advising what's the best interest of the fighter. He's still advising what's in the best interest of a company. That's what he's doing. What's in the best interest of his pockets. You know? That's just what it is. And when he fought Terence Crawford and lost, that messed up all their plans for Canelo Alvarez. Because he was supposed to go, he was supposed to fight Keith Thurman, then Canelo Alvarez. And if Keith Thurman beat him, they would have justified Keith Thurman going up fight Canelo Alvarez. Trying to tell you. That's what they would have justified. And he took his ball and he wanted to go home with his ball and flip the chessboard over. Kick the Connect Four thing over. And this shit is truly sad, bro. It's truly, truly sad. Boy, I'd be glad I ain't gotta take 696 through the day. Boy, if I had to work on the east side, I don't even know, bro. They had to pay me hella choke. Because I ain't never not seen 696 on 10. Especially on rush hour or going to work. Man, I would have to work the middle shit. Or midnight. But nonetheless, I'm glad I took the short way to work. I mean, the long way. I know that freeway was on 10,000. But nonetheless, man, he sabotaged that shit, man. I just wanted to say that, man. I kind of thought about it while I was doing the live on Wednesday. So yeah, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJGood313, Venmo, CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitter, X, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, I think Castbox, a bunch of them. I think Radio Public and Google Podcasts going away. So when those officially go away, I rearrange the link tree and stuff. But if you hit the Spotify or the Apple Podcast link, it'll take you to a bunch of different places you can listen to it on for free. I do some bonus episodes. I got some free time now. Why do people keep getting in front of me, bullshitting around, bro? It be if you gonna get in front of me, nigga, be a demon on the road. Be that motherfucking nigga or that motherfucking chick on the road. Like, come on now. They be making left turns like dope fiends, bro. Like, in Michigan, the hardest thing for a lot of these suburban drivers to do is make a left turn. But enough about my day. Appreciate y'all. Peace.